extra dose of Jonas just for you, baby. Hey guys, my name is Catherine, a grown-ass woman. That sounded so freaking weird. Anyways, yes, my name is Catherine, a grown-ass woman. And the double dose, I'm here to rant. I'm here to rant about Matatus na makanga. Yeah? So, trying to story. I was going home from the office, right? So, we went with a friend of mine from the office. And tukaenda stage, right? And then Mati kakuja. So we're like, ni how much? 50 bob, fine. Gee, that's the standard price. Tukaingia. Na kuingia, this friend of mine, she decides she's going to pay for me. I was so happy. Anyways, akalipa. But then umakanga for a while, ana insist nilipe. I'm like, sushapatiwa pesa, wacha kunisumbua. Okay, of course sikusema hivyo. Anyways, akaacha kunisumbua. So beshte yangu akashuka mbele yangu. Tukaendelea kwenda, but place yake si mbali sana na yangu, right? Like 2 stages away, which is like, I don't know, like a kilometer. Miss just my distance. Anyway, si mbali sana, ni place yenye ninaweza tembea. Yeah. So tunafika place yenye mimi nafaa kushukia, and this guy anani block kushuka. He's like, nipatie 20 bob ujalipa. I'm like, si tuli agree pesa ni 50 bob na ushalipwa, mbona unaniitisha pesa ingine? He's like, no, ongeza 20 shillings. There's already a whole line behind me. I was the first person at the door. Finally akaondoka nishuke. And I thought that was the end of it. Kumbe alikuwa anapatia njia ndo watu wengine washuke ndo mimi aanze kuniharas. And then he calls someone else from I don't know where, wakuje sasa waanze kuniharas. Like these 2 people harassing a little girl. Okay, no, I'm not a little girl, I'm a grown-ass woman. Okay, at this point I was a little girl. Wanaanza kuniharas for 20 shillings. And I felt so embarrassed. I just felt really bad. So I had to start looking for money in my bag, which took a while. And I had to give them 100 shillings. Once I could after change, na wanipatie 80 bob, which they did. And so as I was walking to the house, I felt really, 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 really bad. Like, the problem isn't that the 20 shillings, ikiwa 20 bob ina shida. The problem is I felt harassed. I felt bad because I felt like I couldn't stand up for myself. But how could I? These are 2 huge people and I'm just this little girl who's also a grown-ass woman. Yes. And honestly, nilisikia vibaya. I even started crying and I had to constantly chant to myself. Nsifike kwa nyumba nikitoa machozi watu waanze kuniuliza nini mbaya. I had to constantly chant to myself, don't cry Njeri, because please just don't cry, baby. And every time I did, my voice just shook and I finally broke to tears. Ikabidi hadi ni branch tu niende kwa swing. Nika swing huko, nilie nimalize kulia alafu ndo niende kwa nyumba. Back to the story. Was I crying for the 20 shillings? Hell no. I was crying because of how I had been cheated by these 2 people. Days later, same makangas hawa wawili wanakataa kunipatia change yangu. Same people. Najua I usually have anxiety normally about absolutely anything, but because of these events, and it's not just the 2 that I mentioned, my anxiety has become worse. Like, nenanga kungoja mat, I am so afraid kuingia kwa matatu. Like, naonanga tu nitakuwa harassed, watakata na change yangu, watakata kunishukisha. I'm like, naonanga tu vitu mingi zita happen, because there's also another instance. Like, I was just in a mat, and then this makanga tu bado ameketi kando yangu because the mat wasn't fully. And then this alikuwa anajifanya nini anafanya, and then he is trying to put his filthy hands on my thighs. Man, like, sikuwa najua nini nitafanya nini. Honestly, nitafanya nini? I had to move so far from yeye, like nijisqueeze place ingine yenye haizi akanifikia, because what the heck was I supposed to do? Yo gari ilikuwa imejam men, there wasn't even a woman inside. Yeah, but what the heck was he trying to do? It reminded me of another instance when I was in Form 2. Okay, hiyo yako kwa makanga. It was just some random guy. Tulikuwa tumekaa hapo mbele ya mat, and then amekaa kando yangu. I was in Form 2 or Form 1. I think I was in Form 1. Yeah, so nimepanda mat Nyeri, and I'm going home to Nakuru. And then this guy is pretending to be asleep, and then ana nini mkono yake, and he's putting his filthy hands on my leg, na anajaribu kupandisha mkono yake to my thighs. Man, I've never been that disgusted in my life. And then what annoyed me the most is I literally have nowhere to move. Mtu anajifanya amelala, anajaribu kumwamsha, and then anajifanya amelala, and I was just so freaking afraid. So chenye ilinikasirisha the most is this driver is smiling and laughing. He's actually thinking that shit was funny. He actually thought that it was funny. Yeah, so that's what has... I usually have anxiety about literally everything, but it'll increase. Imekuwa increase after all this, because it's not just those instances that I've mentioned. There are a lot of things that happen to people kwa mat, but hizi zimenifanyikia. They've literally increased my anxiety about mat. Naweza simama hapo nikingojea mat na mat like 10 zitapita, because I am just so afraid of getting into any of them. And I tell someone this, they're probably going to think it's stupid, like in life. Yeah, we'll find a way to deal with it, right? But I don't think we are supposed to. It's right for people to be treated this way. It's not right for people to feel unsafe, for people to feel like they cannot do things that are supposed to be normally, because they are afraid of harassment, right? Yeah, hapo ndio rant yangu imeisha. Because the problem is these events will keep playing in my head over and over again, and every time I feel so bad about it. I feel so bad about myself. My anxiety increases, and I just become angry, and I feel helpless because I feel like there's really nothing that I can do because, well, I can't buy my car and siwezi pigana na makanga. Yeah, that's it. Sidhani kuna makanga yoyote anasikiza podcast yangu, but these things are not supposed to be happening to us. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me rant, because there's really nothing important that I've said here, but thank you for listening. Have you had a bitter, maybe awful encounter with these makangas, or with just people kwa mats, kwa any form of public transport? Have you had such experiences that have probably made you anxious or afraid, or unapatanga tu your feeling ukiingia kwa mat, or kwa any form of like, whatever story you feel like about mats, about public transport, and una feel unaweza share with me, please do send me a voice note, or you can DM me on Instagram at Jonas Podcast. Yes, so a big shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to her. Hope Nyarai, she's a friend. Yes, she's a friend. She inspired this episode. Jote anapenda kurant kuhusu makanga, and yeah, alinikumbusha like it's probably something I also needed to do. Yeah, you can check out her blog at bluntwithnyarai.co.ke. She has amazing stories over there, and the way she describes people and things, man, you're just going to love it. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening in. Subscribe to Jonas Podcast or whichever podcast app you're using as you wait for the next episode. Bye.